Hey everyone, how's it going today? It's Coach Alvarez here, Alvarez Jiu Jitsu in Arlington, Texas. I wanted to do this quick video real quick, try to make it short. I'm going to try and get a workout in before my Jiu Jitsu class starts, teach class here in a little bit. This is in kind of reference to my video yesterday, if you caught it. This is more about I know I've said it before. If you haven't caught my previous videos where I've talked about putting your mask on first, you don't want to specifically make this video just about that. The video yesterday, referred to more of like, I do a lot of self-care, eating right, listening to the right things, exercising, just making sure my mind, my body, and everything else is right, helping others. But the putting your mask on first analogy, I fly a lot, so I get to hear the same speech all the time from the flight attendants about putting your mask on first. And they always tell us if there's turbulence, meaning the plane's in trouble, there's some bumps there up in the sky, and the mask come down, and you need to breathe, because obviously if there's turbulence like that, we can't breathe. We're not going to be able to help each other in a time of a tough crisis situation like that. So they always tell us to put our mask on first before we put on the mask, help other people around us put their mask on. Basically meaning, if I can't breathe, how am I supposed to help the person sitting next to me to the right or left or wherever my seat is at, help them breathe, whether it's an elderly person or a younger person or just someone just kind of struggling to put their mask on. I can't help them, I can't help them better if I'm not helping myself first. So you got to be selfish first in order for you to help anyone else. And so I think a lot of people out there are missing that point. I think they're taking too much care of other people first before themselves first. And you might say, man, well, that is selfish. And yeah, but no one's going to take care of you better than you. And I realized that a long time ago. And like I said, I fly a lot, so I constantly hear this speech over and over and over again. And it's like, man, they want me to take care of myself first, put my mask on before I help out some kid or some elderly person. And I was like, that's selfish. But it's a good selfish, because again, I can't help anyone like I want to help them if I'm not helping myself out first. So for those out there that are putting so much into someone else and not into themselves like they should, you're doing yourself a great disservice, and you're doing those others that you're trying to help a great disservice, because you can help them a lot better if you're helping yourself out first. Like, you absolutely have to take care of yourself first. And so like I said, yesterday I was talking more about, again, it all matters. All these little things add up. What you eat and your exercising and all this other stuff. But right now, like last night, and this is where this conversation is coming from, and then something I heard this morning when I was listening to one of my podcasts that I listened to. I was talking to a student last night, and it just happens. We're not talking about anyone bad. We're talking about people that used to train jiu-jitsu. And we're just happened to, a couple names came up, and, oh yeah, what happened to so-and-so? And some people obviously are closer to some of the other students than I am, because they hang out with them outside the school. And, they're like, man, they really miss jiu-jitsu. They love jiu-jitsu, but, they got to go do this other thing. They got to, their job took them away from jiu-jitsu, or their family took them away from jiu-jitsu, or their kids took them away from jiu-jitsu, or their significant other took them away from jiu-jitsu. And so they're helping, they're doing things in other areas that are good, but they're not doing things for themselves. I was like, well, did they miss jiu-jitsu? And they're like, yeah, they miss it a lot. They love it. They love how it made them feel, the friendships that it gave them. They miss those friendships. They miss just everything about jiu-jitsu. They miss it. And I'm like, well, man, they should do it. I mean, maybe not as much. Maybe not 4 times a week, but maybe twice a week. Maybe at least once a week you get in and do something for yourself, some self-care. And it doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu, it can be anything. If you're not doing anything self-care-wise, taking care of yourself, you got to stop it. You got to go do something for yourself. You absolutely must take care of yourself first. again, I talk about it in all the videos. Well, not all of them, but in a lot of them. Like, you don't know how long you're gonna be here. You don't know how much longer you have. I mean, I'm thankful to wake up to another day and be talking to you, getting ready to go work out and then go train jiu-jitsu in a little bit. But you don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna take advantage of these opportunities that I have to take care of myself. And I don't know. Like I said, I see a lot of people's pain. I feel their pain. I talk to a lot of people every day. I mean, like I said, I got a couple hundred students, and then I talk to the parents and what they're going through with their kids, and maybe then we get into what they're going through in their personal lives and so on and so forth. So again, I can feel the pain. I can see the pain in people's faces, and I'm like, man, you got to take care of yourself. You absolutely got to take care of yourself. You can't wait till you're retired, 65. If you're able to retire, if you even put the things away for yourself to retire, to try to go on a vacation or do something for yourself that's healthy for yourself. You have to do it now. You have to take these, I know people personally right now that are unhappy where they work. Like, they cannot stand their supervisors. They cannot stand just clocking in every day. And I used to be that person, and I'm not telling you to quit your job, like just walk out the door right now and just say, later, I'm gone. But put yourself in a position to where you can go put yourself in a better position. Start lining things up for yourself. Get out there, put in some other resumes, or go do something that you like to do, or put yourself in another position to where you enjoy going to work every day. You know how many people I see on Facebook every single Sunday night? Like, man, tomorrow's Monday. Man, my weekend's over already. Can we restart the weekend? No, you can't restart the weekend. Monday's coming, regardless of you like it or not. And so many of you hate Mondays. I love Mondays. Like, I enjoy Mondays. Like, I like going to bed on Sunday because I know I get to start Mondays, man, on fire. And, like, I get to see all these people. I get to see all these kids. I get to start my workouts all over again. Like I get to just get after it. And so many people can't stand Mondays because you can't stand, like, where you work at or who you work with. Well, start putting yourself in a position to where you can put yourself around better people, a better supervisor, transfer out of your department. I don't know, do something to where you're just like, hey, I enjoy Mondays. I'm looking forward to Mondays. I love Mondays. I guess it just really killed me because I used to be that person. I just didn't stand. I could not stand, just where I work. And also at one point, I couldn't stand where I actually lived at. Again, I've said it before. I love the city that I grew up in. It's taught me a lot. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for where I grew up at and the things that I had to encounter growing up there. At first, I was kind of resentful because I was like, yeah, man, a lot of bad things happened to me there. But those things happen for a reason, and they put me in the things to where I'm actually able to do things now the way I'm doing them. But there is a certain mindset around a certain amount of people or your atmosphere, your environment, where it just kind of limits growth. So I got myself out of that environment, and then my growth is just, there's no ceiling to it. It's just unlimited growth now. So, and I'm trying to give that to other people. So if you're out there and you catch this video, you're listening to this, and you're not happy with what you're doing, or you're not happy fulfillment-wise every single day when you wake up, try to do it. You don't know how much longer you're going to be here. So try to put yourself in a position to where you can be fulfilled and can be happy and make things happen for yourself, because time is short. You don't know how long you got. And not on top of that, but how you can help people better. I know that because where I'm at now, like mentally and physically, and what I'm doing for myself now, I'm helping people way more. I'm helping a lot more people, and I'm helping them better because I'm able to be where I'm at, like mentally wise, So do it for your family. Do it, for the people around you at work. Like, put yourself in a position to where you can better yourself every day and get yourself out of these toxic, either it's a relationship, a toxic environment at work, a supervisor, whatever the case may be. Again, you don't know how long you got to be here. So, put your mask on first. Be selfish. You have to be selfish. I was talking to this individual last night, And I just said, yeah, I was letting them know, like, I'm very selfish when it comes to my self-care and self-help with my daughter and my family and anything. Like, I come before everyone. I put that out there, and I totally believe in that. Some of you might not agree on that, but I have a kid, and you're gonna give everything to them, and eventually they're gonna grow up and move out of the house and go and do their own thing. And so in that process, I want to give them everything. And for those that know me and what I've done for Danielle, she's been all over the world, pay for her college. She has no college debt. She's got her degree, and the list goes on. So I've taken care of her throughout the years, but I've also taken care of myself, and I've taken care of myself first. So if that's you and you're putting so much into other people and not yourself, you're doing everyone a disservice. You can help everyone else better if you can help yourself first. So, I just had to get this out because I was listening to this thing with Tony Robbins. If you don't know who Tony Robbins is, you gotta Google, YouTube, do whatever. He was talking to this other guy named Tom. I can't really pronounce his name right. I don't want to mess it all up, but he was the guy with the Quest bars. You can Google that too. And they were just talking about self-fulfillment and how people with a lot of money, because those two individuals have a lot of money, they know people that make millions of dollars, even billions of dollars, and they have all this wealth and all these things, and they're still not happy. And so they actually go to Tony Robbins to help fulfill this part in them, and he's telling them, like, well, what is it that really makes you happy? And that's what you got to go and do. If you're chasing the money, you're chasing these businesses, you're chasing these other things that aren't going to make you happy, then there's no fulfillment there. And the guy with the Quest bars named Tom, that's what he was saying. He said he chased money for 8.5 years, and he made the money. He had all the money, like he made millions of dollars, and but he wasn't happy. So he changed his mindset, and now his quest, his goal is to help other people. So when you watch his videos and his interviews, he's giving some really good nuggets on how to help other people out there. So for me, that's kind of the same thing. Like, I get a lot of doing this. I had a couple inboxes yesterday, like, hey, Alvarez, man, I appreciate some of the videos you're putting out. There's some really good stuff, and I don't have to do this, but I got some things inside, like I was telling one of the individuals last night, and like I said, I see pain all the time in this academy. This is why people come in. People just don't come in because they want to learn self-defense, man. They're coming in because something inside of them says, like, hey, I can do better. I want to be better. And so they Google, they see an ad, they do something, they come in through my doors, and that's why they're here. They want to improve themselves, physically and mentally, and that's what I do here along with this other stuff. So I enjoy that. I get a fulfillment in helping other people. So anyone out there, you guys that are catching this video, self-care, put your mask on first. Be selfish. You absolutely have to be selfish. You cannot help other people like you really want to. You can help them, but it's minimal health, it's minimal growth. Like you can if you're helping yourself to the full extent. Make sure you're happy first. Make sure everything in your life is where it should be. And if it's not, work hard every day to get it there. Again, too many people I know aren't happy with their jobs, their supervisors, a significant other, whatever, and work harder to put yourself in a position to make yourself happy. All right. So I'm trying to get this workout in real quick and get these jiu-jitsu classes. You guys have a great, awesome day. I'll catch you again next time.